Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss chapter 4, that is heat. This is your lecture 5 for class 7, subject science. So let's start with the topic. Topics to be discussed today will be conduction, conductor and insulator, uses of good or bad conductor, and convention. Conduction. The mode of transfer of heat from hotter part of a material to its colder part or from a hot material to a cold material in contact with it without the movement of material as a whole is known as conduction. Okay. So this is the definition of conduction. You can take example of a bowl full of hot water and you can keep it anything inside it like a spoon or a knife or a fork, anything, and that thing will also become hot. So that is conduction. So you can see this example. This was a beaker with hot water, and we tried to keep so many item in this one, and these all are what? Conduction of heat by different materials. So the heat is going to conduct inside these materials, and the one which is of metal will be the most hot. In all the solids, heat is transferred by the process of conduction. Conductor and insulator of heat materials which allow heat to be conducted through them easily are conductors of heat. So those who allow to conduct the heat easily, that is known as conductors of heat. So we have talked about this, that metals are good conductor of heat. For example, copper, iron, steel, etc. So those metals such as iron, copper, aluminium, etc. are good conductors of heat. So these all are metals. Fine. So here we can see that convection is there in the water, conduction is there in the vessel, and radiation is the radiation provided by the stove and the other radiations which is coming. So this is actually showing what? All the process of transfer of heat, that is convection, conduction and radiation. Bad conductors of heat are those materials which do not allow heat to be conducted. So bad conductors of heat are what? Are those materials which do not allow heat to be conducted through them easily. These materials are also known as insulators of heat. So they are not only known as bad conductors of heat, they are also known as insulators of heat. Wood, plastic and glass are insulators of heat. Now we will study uses of good and bad conductors of heat. During the winter season, we generally wear woolen clothes. If we compare them with cotton clothes, then we will find that the wool fibers have much more space between them. So if we are going to compare the woolen clothes with the cotton clothes, we will find that the wool fibers have space between them. Okay. So these spaces, these get filled with air. These spaces get filled with air. Which is, air is what? Air is a bad conductor of heat. Okay. Hence, being an insulator, both wool and air together prevent the heat. So being an insulator, wool and air, what they will do together? They will prevent the heat from escaping from our body. Okay, so from our bodies, from escaping out. So this heat is not going to escape out from our body. Also, jute and sawdust are bad conductors of heat. Okay, we covered the ice. You must have seen this, that ices are covered with the jute bags. Okay, so the people who sell the ice, they cover the ice with the jute bags also. We covered the ice with a jute cloth of sawdust to prevent it from gaining heat from the surrounding and melting. So this has been done because it will not gain the heat from the surrounding and it will not get melt easily or rapidly. It will take time, okay, and it will not gain heat from the surrounding as well. The double walls of the refrigerators having space inside which is filled with an insulating material prevent the heat of the surrounding from reaching the inside of the refrigerator. So we have discussed so many examples, the refrigerator example, the woolen clothes example, and the jute bags example. So in all these examples, I just want to inform you that what are the good and the bad conductors of heat. So all these are actually providing the sufficient heat to be inside. For example, in jute bag, okay. But when we talk about refrigerator, the double walls of the refrigerator having space inside which is filled with an insulating material prevent the heat of the surrounding from reaching the inside of the refrigerator. This double walls you must have seen in your refrigerator also. Okay, so it do not allow the heat from outside to go inside the refrigerator. The two thin blankets, one on top of the other during the winter season are very much effective because the air layer trap between the thinner blankets creates insulation and provides the protection from cold. So if you are using two thin layer blanket, then it will be a good source of insulation because it will prevent heat to go outside. It will make an as an insulator and it will prevent us from the colder environment. Sometimes there are two things which are at the same temperature. It seems like they are at different temperatures, one being cold and the other being warm. Okay, so sometimes what happens, there are two things and they both are at same temperature. It seems like they are at different temperature, one being cold and other being warm. This happens because some things are a good conductor of heat while others are poor conductors of heat. Example, during winter season, a metal object in a room feels very cold to touch, but a wooden object in the same room feels warmer to touch. So this is an example for proving it, and you must have been observed this also. Metal object is a good conductor of heat. We all know that metal is a good conductor of heat like iron, copper, etc. So when we touch the metal object, it conducts away heat from your hand quickly. So whenever you touch any metal object, it conduct away the heat from your hand quickly. And by losing heat, your hand feels cold. On the other side, the wooden object, being a poor conductor of heat, does not allow the heat on your hand to escape and hence feel warmer. So they are telling why the example was as such. To touch. The water or most liquids and air or gases are bad conductors of heat. Okay. So the water in or most of the liquids and air or most of the gases are bad conductors of heat. Air sometimes become good conductor of heat when there is thundering. Fine, because the lightning is there, it is because the air turns to be the good conductor of heat for that particular time. Now we will talk about convention. The mode of transfer of heat from the hotter part of a fluid, liquid or gas to its colder part by the movement of the liquid or gas itself is known as convection. Okay, so the mode of transfer of heat from the hotter part of a fluid, that is liquid or gas, to its colder part by the movement of liquid or gas itself is known as convection. So the transfer of heat by convection can take place only in liquids and gases. So convection we use for liquids and gases as they are loosely packed. Okay. It is due to the reason that the particles in liquids and gases can move around freely. So I told you it is loosely packed. It is second state of matter and they are loosely packed. So the transfer of heat by the convection cannot take place in solids because the particles in the solids are fixed at a place and cannot move about freely. So this convection will never take place in solid because solid state the particles are arranged closely, they are tightly packed, so this will never happen in solids. It is also not occurred in empty space or vacuum. So it will not going to occur in empty space or vacuum also uh, because there are no particles of any kind in empty space which can move and transfer heat. Because there is no particles and there is no movement of particles in an empty space or a vacuum. So there will be no transfer of heat. Now we will talk about convection in water. Okay. Water is a poor conductor of heat. We all know that water is what? It's a poor conductor of heat. So, due to this reason, it cannot transfer heat by conduction. So, conduction which I explained you just now, the water cannot transfer heat by conduction. But it transfer heat by the process of convection. Instead of conduction, it use convection. Okay, clear? So here you can see a diagram showing convection of heat in water. So you can see as soon as you start burning this burner, this flask is having water inside it, and it start transferring the heat to the water in the like with the form of convection. Okay, and it is having fumes inside it. That water is boiling. Convection in air is a very poor conductor of heat. Okay, air transfer heat from its hotter parts to the colder parts by the process of convection. Okay, so air is a very poor conductor of heat, and air transfer heat from its hotter part to the colder parts by the process of convection only. So you can see that transfer of heat by convection in air. So if you are burning a candle and putting your hand above it and your hand is getting heat, it is all because convection of heat is getting transferred in the air by convection. So now the homework will be you need to solve these exercise questions. And this is question number 7. In places of hot climate, it is advised that the outer wall of the houses be painted white. Explain. Okay, so the place which have hot climate condition, so it is advised that outer walls of the houses should be painted with white paint. So you need to explain this answer. You need to do all the questions which I am giving as a homework today in your notebook. Then 1 liter of water at 30 degrees Celsius is mixed with 1 liter of water at 50 degrees Celsius. The temperature of the mixture will be A. 80 degrees Celsius, B. More than 50 degrees Celsius but less than 80 degrees Celsius, C. 20 degrees Celsius, D. Between 30 degrees Celsius and 50 degrees Celsius. So this question, if you have a book, you can do in your book also, right? Question number 9. An iron ball at 40 degrees C is dropped in a mug containing water at 40 degrees Celsius. The heat will first flow from iron ball to water. Second, not flow from iron ball to water or from water to iron ball. Third, flow from water to iron ball. Fourth, increase the temperature of both. So you need to give an answer, and this one, if you have your book, you can do it in your book as well. A wooden spoon is dipped in a cup of ice cream. Its other end become cold by the process of conduction. Second, becomes cold by the process of convection. Third, becomes cold by the process of radiation. Fourth, does not become cold. That's all for today. Thank you.